See? That's the difference between them. There's a screw or something dragging. Yeah, it's just the back shaking. See, it's got flames. So it's running. Thanks. All right, let's pull that dryer apart and see what's wrong with that. That's fluff. I'm gonna take this bearing off this drum. It's bad. You can actually see it up under here, way up under here. And I think it's a 9/16. Basically, there's a bolt that runs through here, and it has another bolt, and then you have your bearing wheel and another nut. Well, that other bolt and nut just decided to loosen, so now we have to take out all these screws on this panel. So it's just become a lot bigger job. It's one thing I don't like about these, the way they designed them this round. It's every one of them I've had to take off. This is the routine anymore. Now this is another tool everybody needs. You need a T20 or T40 bit, and you need a 5/16 impact bit and an impact driver, because when you're doing these screws, it makes it a lot faster and easier to take them out. Now this door is going to hang a little because the door is actually attached through those. So we're actually going to pop this door off. Because I don't want it hanging in my face. And see, just by doing that, now I got the room to get to that bearing. And you can see, when I look through here, you can see there's what we're replacing. See, you can see it all jacked up. You see how it's loose? As I tried to loosen this bolt was already loose. Now what we're gonna do is this. Here we go, popped out. This is what we're trying to remove. This is a stud, and we're trying to take this nut off, but the backside backed out. The old ones weren't built like this. So now what we're gonna have to do is get our vice grips. Hopefully the vice grips will work. There we go. 9/16, and we're gonna try to loosen this. Really? Nope, not gonna like me. There we go. Now I got it. Now we're cooking with gas.
Or lint.
Or lint. And that's it. I mean, that's the metal part and the rubber. It used to be all the... I'll show you a new one, but basically this rubber should be flat all the way across here. It's all wore out. So it should be this size all the way across. This. Sometimes when one goes bad, the other one goes bad too, but this one on the other side seems to be okay. We're just gonna put the stud back in. You gotta be ambidextrous to do this job. Oh, there we go. Now this is a metric, adjustable metric wrench. Put my manpower on it. There you go. Now we just gotta get the wheel bearing and put that on. One thing when you're cleaning out your lint traps, you have to be real careful with needles. They'll drop down in here. So you don't want to be reaching in here with your hand. We use a broom because you'll stick yourself with a needle, FYI. All right, here it is. See? That's the difference between them. You have to push up on the drum a little bit. There we go. And just put the nut back on. Tighten it back up, and we're done. We'll grab our door. Line it up. Don't want it too tight, you'll strip it. We switch out to our 5/16 socket. Speed this up a little. Just want it snug, you don't want to get crazy. You go too crazy, the metal tabs in the back will break, and then you got a real mess. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
You get out.
Your video, I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine. It's all good. I'm always in the way, though. Always in the way. Like everything else, we'll bend it to make sure it works. We're good. Now once I run it for a few minutes, I'll take the heat. Nope. Got something else dragging in here. There's a screw or something dragging. The other side might be bad too. Might be changing two of them now. Oh, always check both sides. Even the king screws up. I don't know. The other wheel isn't that bad. That's the weird part. Something's dragging. We're going to take the other one off just to look at it. Doesn't look that bad. Something else is up with this thing. Not that much off of it. All right, we're going to change this one. There should be the same size, so that's not the problem. There must be something bent, or it's more about the drum. The drum rides on this, and it's acting like the drum's out of alignment or it's bent or something. Just like the other one. Rinse and repeat. Get that out of my way. This is the same as the other side. One on each side, and that's what holds the drum up. And then you have a bolt in the center on the back, so that keeps this spinning around centered inside this opening. And the only thing I can think that's wrong is that wheel might be off by a little bit, like it wore it out a little bit, or they're different sizes, but they shouldn't be different sizes. So let's test it out. I don't know why. Something got caught or wedged or something. Is my assumption. Well, basically we're going to pull this panel off and look at the back side of it, see what's really wrong. Something got jammed or out of alignment or something, because it's rubbing on the one side and it shouldn't be. A couple more screws and we'll be completely apart. Take this top cover off the access panel, and then there's 2 screws here, or 4 actually. That's why this tool here is probably one of the most important tools to have, because pretty much most of it's 5/16 on speed cleaner hips. But Dexter and Continental have their favorite screw size too. I'm gonna be careful, that's gonna have wires hanging off of it. Oh, it catches everywhere. See, that's all good. This here is a cushion. It's just to cushion that drum running up against it, keep it nice and quiet. So if you have those and they're wore out, don't take them off. You see the metal? That's metal shavings. So it's like it got pried on. This is why when those bearings go out, you don't want them to let it run on your drum. It'll grind these things. And I'm gonna lay it down and take a look at it. I'm just gonna protect the stainless steel on the one side. I don't want to get jaw marks on it, but this side you'll never see. But it's like it got behind it and it pried it up. It's not the same shape all the way around. What could have done this? Something got caught in this thing pretty good. Could have been shoes. Something got wedged in here and that drum ran around and did something metal, like a belt. This has got a slope to it and it's fanned out here for some reason.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I think's going on, because I think that thing ran on it too long or something happened to it. Sometimes you just never know what causes the damage. Ah, there we go, that's a door switch. Let's grab the bottom panel. Should work. Did you have it on medium heat? High?
No, I don't put it on high.
Throw it in there. I'll put some time on it. Okay, let me grab my keys. No, you're fine. It automatically goes to medium whenever you...
It does?
Yeah. And here, I'll clean the lint out, which is the next thing I've got to do today. Sometimes your dryers could be the lint. And if not the lint, it's not that bad. Nah, it's not bad. Come on, little girl. Let's go. There we go. I'm gonna go check that machine in the back, make sure she's firing up. This is one of the things when you work on your laundromat with customers around it, it'll constantly be like this. What was she using? Yeah, see, it's got flames, so it's running.
Oh, wow.
I think that she didn't push high heat. And you can look up from the bottom. If you stick your camera down here and look up, you'll see a bunch of flames. And you want them to be blue.
That's what they're getting oxygen.
Yeah, see, they're sucking in the air here, and they're dumping the air out through here. And the air's coming in this way, and you can feel the air coming in.
Yeah.
And you want fresh air, And you want those two things more than 8 foot apart, because what happens is lint will stay in the air, and if you're within about 8 feet of these, like 6 feet, 4 feet, where you dump out your exhaust, the lint will literally come back through and then start dropping everywhere. In really bad laundromats, you'll see lint everywhere. Like I said, I haven't cleaned this in probably a year, so this is like a year. So really, it's not that bad. It looks bad, but it's not that bad. I've seen a lot worse. When we bought this place, it looked like a rug back there. There was so much lint, and that's what causes fires. And it gets in your computers and it ruins them. Your electronics, it shorts them out. Let's go back to what we started. It's getting hot back there. I checked it. We're cooking with gas or lint or whatever. All right, let's fire this up and see if we fix this problem. Come on. I didn't realize this one was going to take so long. I'm going to take a look at the drum. It's an airflow issue. It doesn't like the fact it's getting too much fresh air. That's just the back shaking. All right, we're putting this back together. We're gonna see how she does. Well, the drum's pushing against the outside cover, this panel, and so we're not sure if it's bent or if it got something wedged in it, or there's something under the drum. It could be that that belt's off center. The belt runs around the drum because it was running so bad before. Maybe the belt was off center and pushing on it. So we're gonna see if it'll just correct itself. Yeah.
Good job.
Thanks.